Hey guys, it's Megan here with Barn Besties, and I'm on location in California, and I am here with Birthe Laufer.
Yes.
And we are in Southern California. And tell me how you fell in love with horses. When did your story with horses start?
Always liked horses, and before I grew up in Berlin, Germany, and before I was allowed to ride, like I was age-wise not old enough, I started vaulting.
Oh,
and
fun!
Then, so vaulting on horseback, and then did that for maybe 2 years or so, and then finally got admitted to ride. And then I stopped vaulting and just started riding.
At a riding school?
Horses, yeah, in Berlin.
Oh.
Yeah, and then from there, I think I had very early plans to become a trainer. Like I finished school like I had to, and then started my apprenticeship to become a rider.
And what does it, if you'll go into a little bit more depth, because some of our subscribers may not know what a Bereiter is. So what is that?
So it's a program you study under a master at the barn. So you like in some dressage or jumper facility or whatever you are. But they have to be a licensed master to be able to train you. The apprenticeship time is somewhere between 2 and 3 years. You can make it 2 years if you have, like I had my Abitur, so I did 13 years of school. But it made no sense to me. Like I'm not better at the barn because of that. So I did my 3 years, and then so you get training by the master. We had lots of young horses, started young horses, trained them, then some older horses, jumped. We did all of that. And then you go to school, I believe, 1 day a week or so for like veterinary science training system and all of those kind of theoretical stuff. Then you take an in-between test after half your apprenticeship time is over to just, I think, give you an idea where you're at. And then you go and do your finals in Warendorf. And in Germany, I think it's much easier because the country is so small.
Right.
But everybody, like you can do your apprenticeship all over Germany, and then your middle exam and your final exam are in Warendorf. So it's centralized at the Olympic Committee and the German riding school. Like everything is right there. So I love Warendorf. Like I think it's a really cool city, and it's nice to be at those facilities. And I think it
has to be inspiring.
It's inspiring, but it's also a good way to judge people, I think, because you have everybody from all over Germany come in,
and there's a standardization.
Exactly.
Basically.
Right, exactly. That's the word.
And so you became certified. You would call it certification. Yeah. And did you stay in Germany, or how did you make it to America?
Well, I signed up to study veterinary medicine. That was my next idea. And it's very competitive, so I had to wait like a year or so. And I thought, okay, I can bridge over my time and just go to the US. And, first came, visit, do a little abroad experience, whatever. And then decided, maybe I should stay a little longer. And then at my old barn, started visa process and all of that kind of stuff, and started, continuing riding. And then I got at some point admitted to veterinary school, and I decided, you know what, maybe I just stay here.
All right.
Like I think I fell in love with the sunshine, to be honest.
You didn't want to go
Germany's
back
great,
to the cold.
No.
So you're here, and did you study under someone, or did you just be a trainer? Did you start your own business?
No, I was always under somebody. And when I started my own business in 2011, I want to say, somewhere around there, I met Christine Traurig, who's, a current chef d'équipe for the US and 2000 Olympian. And she sort of like picked me up a lot, and I wasn't at her barn, but I was still at another barn, and she would stop by in the morning at like 6 a.m. to come teach me on her way to her barn.
Oh, how nice.
And then we developed a good friendship, and she's been my mentor for the last 14 years or something, and always like been very helpful in my training and also like decision making on some stuff.
That's wonderful. We all need mentors.
Yes.
And Christine is a very good mentor.
Yeah, she's great. And then when this place became available. I was moving out of the area down there, and this was owned by Johann Hinneman, and Christine had studied under him, and she's been in Germany at his barn for a while. So he's like, maybe, talk to him and figure this out. And then before he went back to Germany, I worked with him for like another 3 years, which was great. Yeah. And he had some sales horses here. One of them is still here. I'm still riding. And it was a good time. Like that had to be very helpful for my riding. I moved my business up here. My training horses were up here, and then I was able to work with him. And then he decided to sell this to Suzanne, to the current owner, and he went back to Germany. And you stayed, and you are the resident trainer here. Yes, exactly. How fabulous. Yes. And then when I first moved here, I got to know Leslie Reed, who also trains Chelsea. And I got to know her a little bit, and then started working with her with my previous horse, which she ended up buying for a sponsor. So we sort of like developed the relationship for this, and then it turned into a trainer relationship. So now she's my main mentor, and she's down here in the winters. And all along last year, we did Zoom lessons over the summer. Oh, fabulous. That worked really great. So then equipped this whole arena with so you have a camera, Wi-Fi. Yeah, and then we just did Zoom calls. Oh, that's super. So I'm very grateful for that, especially after when Yo was gone. I was like, oh, now don't want to be up by myself up here. Yeah. So, but she's a genius, and I know not many Americans know of her. Oh no! I mean, they know her maybe but like the way she how actually freaking good she is. Yeah. So I'm giving the secret away here. Everybody's gonna know. Yeah. And so for your business, you have a training business. So you bring in horses, come to you, clients come to you. Yeah. And they are in training with you. Yes. Do you have school horses? I don't really. I have another barn down in San Marcos that I have 2 horses at, and there's one little horse, Acer, that is being leased out to junior and young riders often. But he's owned by his own private person, so I don't own that one. So not really school horses. And do you teach clinics? I do, yeah. It varies a little bit. I had some locations in Utah, and I've been to the East Coast, but on and off, and I'm busy enough here right now. Mainly you're here. I'm mainly here. How wonderful. Yeah. Mainly here. Exactly. Now, and you think about your whole life, did you love your journey? Is there anything you would change? What would you tell the next generation? That's why I'm asking. Not to put you on the spot, but this is for education and just sharing your story. And I think I'm grateful for my decisions to always continue my education. If there's one thing to run a business and have horses and training and all that, but I wouldn't do it a single day if I didn't feel like I could move forward. Because I think that business is way too dumb. So it's if there's no constant everyday training progress, continuing education, and I know horses go up and down and whatever, but you need to feel like you're constantly raising the bar. That's really, really important to me, I think, in general. I think that is a great message. We will end on that. Thank you. Sure. Thank you, everybody, for watching this video. We are here, and we are going to get more video on, what is the name? It's the Cresta Equestrian Center. So we're here at the Cresta Equestrian Center in Southern California, and we're going to get a whole tour of their facility. And so please stick with the series and hit the like button, hit the share button, make lots of comments, and definitely subscribe. Thank you.